What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're gonna continue with an essay by Seneca on anger. It's gonna be the 21st part of the second book, so let's get started. It is, I assure you, of the greatest service to boys that they should be soundly brought up. Yet to regulate their education is difficult because it is our duty to be careful, neither to cherish a habit of anger in them, nor to blunt the age of their spirit. This needs careful watching for both qualities, both those which are to be encouraged and those which are to be checked, are fed by the same things. And even a careful watcher may be deceived by their likeness. A boy's spirit is increased by freedom and depressed by slavery. It rises when praised and is led to conceive great expectations of itself. Yet this same treatment produces arrogance and quickness of temper. We must therefore guide him between these two extremes, using the curb at one time and the spur at another. He must undergo no servile or degrading treatment. He never must beg abjectly for anything, nor must he gain anything by begging. Let him rather receive it for his own sake, for his past good behavior, or for his promises of future good conduct. In contest with his comrades, we ought not to allow him to become sulky or fly into passion. Let us see that he be on the friendly terms with those whom he contends with, so that in the struggle itself he may learn to wish not to hurt his antagonist, but to conquer him. Whenever he has gained the day or done something praiseworthy, we should allow him to enjoy his victory, but not to rush into transports of delight. For joy leads to exaltation, and exaltation leads to swaggering and excessive self-esteem. We ought to allow him some relaxation, yet not yield him up to laziness and sloth, and we ought to keep him far beyond the reach of luxury, for nothing makes children more prone to anger than a soft and fond bringing up, so that the more only children are indulged, and the more liberty is given to orphans, the more they are corrupted. He to whom nothing is ever denied will not be able to endure a rebuff, whose anxious mother always wipes away his tears, whose pedagogues is made to pay for his shortcomings. Do not observe how a man's anger becomes more violent as he rises in station. This shows itself especially in those who are rich and noble, or in great place, when the favoring gale has roused all the most empty and trivial passions of their minds. Prosperity fosters anger. When the man's proud heirs are surrounded by a mob of flatterers, saying, "That man answer you. You do not act according to your dignity, you lower yourself," and so forth, with all the language which can hardly be resisted even by healthy and originally well-principled minds. Flattery, then, must be kept well out of the way of children. Let a child hear the truth, and sometimes fear it. Let him always reverence it. Let him rise in the presence of his elders. Let him obtain nothing by flying into passion. Let him be given when he is quiet what he was refused him when he cried for it. Let him behold, but not make use of his father's wealth. Let him be reproved for what he does wrong. It will be advantageous to furnish boys with even-tempered teachers in pedagogy. What is soft and unformed clings to what is near and takes its shape. The habits of young men reproduce those of their nurses and pedagogy. Once a boy who was brought up in Plato's house went home to his parents, and On seeing his father shouting with passion, said, "I never saw anyone at Plato's house act like that. I doubt no, not that he learned to imitate his father sooner than he learned to imitate Plato. Above all, let his food be scanty, his dress not costly, and of the same fashion as all his comrades. If you begin by putting him on a level with many others, he will not be angry when someone is compared with him." Right, guys? So, that's a good part. And we're gonna continue as usual, but tomorrow. So, thank you for watching me today in this video. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye.